Hi there. My name is Avil Beckford, and I'm the host of the One Problem podcast. Most of you know that there are tons of problems in the world. We don't want to get overwhelmed, so we're going to tackle them one problem at a time. As has been the case, most of the guests who come on, I have some prior relationship with them. Our guest today is Caroline Ferguson. I've known her from probably about 7 years now. We met when we both participated in a 30-day blogging challenge that Sarah Ara hosts. Over to you, Caroline.
Thank you, Avil. Hi, everyone. My solution today is going to get you unstuck. And we all feel stuck at times for different reasons. It might be that we have a problem we're facing and that we don't know the answer to it. It might be that we're trapped in a particular kind of emotion due to a relationship that's not working. It might be that somebody's asked us to do something and we don't feel that we can deliver for them. There are so many ways that we can feel stuck. Or it might be just one of those situations where, on a day-to-day level, our energy levels are down and we don't feel that we're moving forward, or we're trapped in some feeling of not being good enough. Whatever it is that's keeping you stuck, I've got a solution for you here. This is something I came up with. I'm a mindset trainer and cognitive behavioral hypnotherapist, and I work with clients who want to think in a healthier, more flexible, more resilient way. So I have tools and processes that I use to help them with this. And this is one of the tools that I actually call mindset training in a nutshell. And it encompasses almost everything that we need to do in 3 very simple questions. I call them my 3 empowering questions. And the first one, I actually call it the world's most important question. So I'll just dive into those and then I'll tell you how they work. Question number 1. When you feel that stuck feeling, and it's usually an emotional feeling, a frustration or an anxiety or a shame or a hurt or a guilt or something like that, when you feel that difficult feeling, you ask question number 1, which is, what's the story I'm telling myself about this situation that is leading me to feel like this? And what that question does is it identifies that there is a situation, that you have a feeling about it, and that feeling is caused by a story that's in your head, by a belief or several beliefs that you're holding. Number 2, once you've asked that question, what's the story I'm telling myself about this situation that's leading me to feel like this? Number 2 is, what would better look like? And please note that what we're not saying is, what is the perfect outcome here? What's the perfect long-term solution? What we're saying is, what would better look like right now? And then number 3 is, what do I need to do to make better happen? And in that case, what we're thinking about is, what do I need to do? What's within my power? Within your power are your thoughts and are your actions. So what do I need to think? How do I change that story that's creating the situation to make things better for me? What actions do I take to make the better outcome work for me? And they're 3 incredibly simple questions, which I'll just recap again in a minute. The reason that they work is, number 1, the world's most important question. What's the story I'm telling myself about this situation that's leading me to feel like this? What you're doing there is you're interrupting your spiral of emotion. And it's the emotion that governs the stuckness, the inability to take action. You are interrupting that action and you are engaging what I call your dragon mindset, your wise, adult, solution-focused mindset, which is all about your prefrontal cortex here, your executive functioning. And when we are trapped in that spiral of emotion, we can't make it work. We can't access our solution focus. So that question, bang, it takes it out of your unconscious mind and into your conscious awareness, where you have more control over yourself. And once you've engaged that enormous power, creative power of your solution focused mind, you ask question number 2 is, what would better look like? Sometimes better is not, to make this situation magically disappear. Sometimes the better is, I should feel less anxious, that I feel less stuck, that I feel more in charge of myself. Okay, let's talk about those baby steps to get you out of that stuckness. And then question 3, how do I make better happen? And that again engages this enormously powerful solution focused mind of yours to come up with solutions and ideas and steps and processes that you can follow to make better happen. So perhaps it's to go out for a walk and regain control over myself and get out of my head and into my body. Perhaps it's right, there are these 2 small actions I can take right away. So whatever the actions that you take, how can I make better happen? That question number 3, it puts you back in control of yourself. It's like grabbing the steering wheel with your hands, and you're now in charge of your own drive and of your own direction. And these 3 questions can help you in any situation in which you feel stuck, even ones that seem incredibly serious. Just as soon as you feel that feeling of stuckness and that emotion, that difficult emotion that's within you, immediately dive in and ask the world's most important question. What's the story I'm telling myself that's leading me to feel like this? Take responsibility for your emotions. And then it's what would better look like? And number 3, how do I make that happen? Over to you, Avil.
Thank you so much. It's amazing because some of those stories that we tell ourselves, there's not much truth to it.
That's
So
right.
when we unpack it, so this is fantastic. It's so simple and straightforward.
It really is.
You just start taking action. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
it's a pleasure. Thank you for having me on.